Affordability, homelessness, policing, all hot topics Fox 7 wanted to hit with the remaining candidates in the District 4 race. We began with Amanda Rios. She spent the first 8 years of her life in Mexico before moving to Austin, and she hasn't left since.
The only way that I'm going to make the positive changes that I want to see is if I am that positive change.
Rios got tired of the typical politics and wanted to bring some true representation to the dais. When it comes to affordability, a big problem Austinites are facing, it's one issue she is hoping to attack as soon as possible.
You know, you have people who are coming in, but just as fast, you have people who are leaving. And there are many things that we can do, but it takes somebody thinking outside of the box. And somebody who wants to empower residents.
Other candidates feel creating more housing and also considering lower income residents is crucial.
Here in the northern part of the district, we have a lot of income restricted properties. It's not a lot. It's not enough. We need to have a relationship with the owners of those properties, because when it's time for that period to end, they can choose to roll it back over and go another stretch of, income restricted, or they can flip it to market rate, which could potentially displace everybody on that property.
For Melinda Shearer, tackling affordability begins with understanding what went wrong in the first place.
I'd like to implement a board and commission that potentially was gathering this data on an ongoing basis. We need to understand what the market rates are, what the market availability is.
Shearer says she's an advocate for North Austin, having also served on the North Austin Civic Association for 7 years, and she's a champion for public safety.
It's just really important that we address public safety in a variety of ways. I even think that we need to increase accountability for our local convenience store operations. I think that they should not be a meeting location for drug markets, and that they shouldn't allow the rampant credit card fraud that we are seeing.
The Austin Police Union president has said time and time again that low staffing is putting strain on the department.
I want to help APD increase their patrol staffing.
But community organizer Monica Guzman says more cops does not mean less crime.
They don't prevent crime. They respond to it.
Candidate Jade Lavera was born and raised in Austin, and she believes residents should feel officers will respond in a timely manner when called.
We need our police. I've been in this district my entire life. Crime has always been a problem.
And when it comes to homelessness, Lavera says she agrees with Prop B, reinstating the camping ban, and so did Shearer.
Did agree with reinstating the camping ban. I understand that the issue is very complex, that we do need to support housing first initiatives.
Fox 7 also reached out to Ramsey Setupenre, who was also on the ballot, but he did not respond. With early voting over with, the fate of the 7 candidates will be in the hands of D4 voters come Tuesday. Bridget Spencer, Fox 7 Austin News.